Hi guys, this is Adrian. Hi Adrian. Hi GC. Hi guys. So we are now at Toyota's new Bukit Raja plant, and the occasion today is they are celebrating. Hey wait, I hope you caught that. They are celebrating 50 years. 50 years of Toyota production in Malaysia. So the first car that they assembled, and I'm not sure this is the specific first unit lah, but the first car that was the first Toyota model that was assembled in Malaysia is this Toyota KE10 Corolla. Adrian, you grew up with any Toyotas in your family?
Yeah, a few, but this is my actually first time to see a KE10. I actually have no idea.
You've never seen a Toyota KE10 before?
I have no clue what's it.
I think these cars used to be all over the streets when we were, or maybe before we were born lah. I'm quite young too. I'm quite young too.
Yeah.
Quite young.
Khan's about the same age as
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. Okay. So So anyways, guys, let's take a look at this this Toyota Corolla KE10, the first generation Toyota Corolla, and yeah, I mean, look at how this is versus, I mean, a modern day Toyota Yaris. Okay, now over the years, right? Now today the Toyota is a C segment car. We know the Corolla as the Corolla Altis today, but the role that the original Corolla plays is now being played by the likes of the Yaris and the Vios, right? These being affordable, reliable, yet practical modes of family transport. So we have seen enough of the Yaris over our videos. Let's look at the KE10. Okay, so it is a very compact car. I think the Yaris, if you were to stand here and show side by side, the Yaris is probably the bigger car. And so back then cars were mostly rear wheel drive, and the KE10 here, check this out, even has leaf springs and live rear axle. So the handling of this car really should be it should be pretty fun. Okay, I'm not going to open the doors to see inside, but let me just bring you closer to see. Hopefully you can see through the reflection lah. So everything here, you see, those days, right, the pillars are all very thin pillars. Probably not the best idea for rollover protection, but you get excellent all-round visibility. Okay, you get a lot of exposed metal chrome bits here, bumpers, door handle, and you look at the instrument cluster, very simple instrument cluster with a speedometer that reads to 100 miles per hour. It has a fuel gauge in there, temperature gauge in there, no tachometer. Transmission is manual. I think it's a 4-speeder, and the handbrake, very thin handbrake there. You can even see the mechanism as well. Center console is well, those days there's no such thing as center console compartment. The center console is just a bare, like, floor area with exposed carpeting. So people just drop their things in there those days and let it be. So today we all are a very sport bunch now. Those days they don't even have headrests, right? No headrests. And
Where's the side mirrors?
bro, those days we don't need side mirrors, bro. We don't need side mirrors those days. I think some,
Even on both sides.
yeah, those. I think some cars, they will have their side mirrors on the fender.
Right.
The fender, right? And I just imagine, you know, those days without power adjustment, right? You actually have to go down, adjust the side mirror here.
Go and sit back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, very basic car. Wow, it has radio. So it's a radio antenna.
Is this? I assume this is manual, so you have to.
Yeah, you have to pull it up. Those days you have to pull the antenna up yourself. It stretches up very long, high up. I think this car does not have air conditioning. Are you sure you want to open that up, bro? I don't know. I don't dare to touch.
Okay.
So I don't want to damage the car. It has radio, but we don't see any vents on the dashboard. So this car does not have air conditioning. No air conditioning. I don't know how anybody will be able to drive this car these days. But hey, that's one item to break down. You do have this quarter panel glass to let air in to circulate inside the cabin. Let me see what else. So look at the tires, 12-inch wheels, all right, 12-inch wheels, The fronts also use drum brakes as well. Yeah, so this car is a very, very well preserved example. Looks almost like a museum example actually. No marking, no road tax, this markings there. So yeah, lovely car. Not even no stone chips on the paintwork. Everything is just in very beautiful shape. Okay guys, so let's take a walk down memory lane. This is where it started for Toyota in Malaysia back then in 1968. That time it was called the Champion Motor Plant. All right, the first car they rolled out was the KE10 that I showed you earlier. So just now I spoke to somebody from Toyota. The story with that car was interesting. So they actually tracked down that car from somebody. They bought that car off a private owner in Ipoh, and they've kept the car in their collection ever since. All right, for a few years now. So in 1975, Champion Motor was renamed ASSB, Assembly Services Sdn Bhd. That name still stands. So usually in our industry, when we hear the name acronym ASSB, we straight away know it is the business organization that operates the Toyota CKD plant in Malaysia. Then in 1982, Sejati Motor was established, and this showroom, this iconic showroom along federal highways, I think now it's become a Kia showroom. But I remember as I was growing up, right, when I followed my parents out, we drive past Federal Highway, this Toyota showroom was a landmark. And I think many people of my generation, mentally, when we talk about this area, we still remember this Toyota showroom. Okay? And in the 80s, it was the time of the KE70 and now the AE80 generation. This generation of the Corolla was unique. This generation is contemporary with the legendary AE86. So there was a time when the Corolla name was held by two platforms. You had the front-wheel drive version, and you also have the rear-wheel drive AE86. Then came 1996, they modernized the ASSB plant, introduced new systems and improved the productivity and all that thing lah. Okay, then so up there in 1990 they hit 300,000 units of production. All right, from 1968 to 1990, that is a period of 22 years to hit 300,000. But it took less than half the time to add that number to 500,000. Okay, so the first 22 years, 300,000, and then the next 10 years, it was another 200,000 cars. Then, so these are all the various cars that were introduced along the way. 2003, they introduced the first generation Vios. Then 2004, they introduced the Corolla Altis, the first time that the Corolla was given the Altis suffix name. Okay, then in 2005 they opened a new headquarters in Shah Alam, the one in Persiaran Raja Muda, and in that picture there is Akio Toyoda with the Sultan of Selangor. Okay, so here then 2006 they began exporting the Hiace to Thailand, and by 2011, okay, so it took them 1968 to 2000, that is 32 years. It took them 32 years to hit 500,000 cars, right? Then it took them 11 years to double that to 1 million. Okay. Then in 2013 was the second generation Vios. That's funny why they called that the second generation. I thought this was the second generation. But well, there you go. That's another Vios. Camry Hybrid was in 2015. So that was the first time that they assembled a hybrid model in this plant. Okay. I remember this event. I'm probably in this picture somewhere. I think that's me. I think that's me right there in this picture. Guys, do you think it's me? It looks like me. I think that is me. I remember roughly standing in that spot taking a picture of that car, because usually when it launches, right, I don't bother with these money shots. I'll be the one that taking the pictures at the side there. So yeah, that could have been me. Right. was representing Auto World at that time. So, got in 2016, they launched the new generation Hilux, Innova, Fortuner. Okay, and 2019 was when they launched the new Vios and the new Yaris. Now, these two new generation Vios and Yaris, it's no longer produced in Shah Alam, but it's produced here in Bukit Raja, Klang. So this is a new plant, all new plant, right? With all these latest technologies and claimed to be environmentally friendly, right? With all this, with water-based paint and lowest volatile organic compound emissions in Asia. And this is I think is important, because I remember studying in chemistry, back in A-level chemistry, all these volatile organic compounds, right? They can cause respiratory problems if exposed over a prolonged time. So let's come over here and see a full scale mock-up of this new Bukit Raja plant. Okay, firstly, all right, so just now earlier I came, okay. So earlier today I came in, brought the plant here, parked my car here, and I believe I am in this building right now recording this. So this is all the full view of the plant. Okay, guys, so that's it. 50 years of Toyota assembly in Malaysia, and I think this milestone really shows the contributions of Toyota towards the cause of mobilizing people around the world, because all throughout Toyota has acquired this reputation of building durable, practical, reliable vehicles for the masses. Okay, that is their call card. It's we have always, there's this reputation that, you know, whenever you buy a Toyota, you can't go wrong with it. And it is, yeah, so by having this plant, maintaining their plant here for 50 years, that is, oh my god, the music. Yeah, that is a testament to Toyota's dedication to the cause. So anyways, I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate BMW Toyota and Toyota in general for reaching this remarkable milestone.